Oh
Come
yeah,
to
Oh, you would have
Charlie
gotten all
bit
those
my
too.
finger.
Charlie.
Remember the? Did you guys ever see like the Hemsworth brothers did like that whole movie trailer about Charlie bit my finger? Did you ever
Did
see
they?
that?
Really?
Yeah, it was like they're like it's like a movie trailer. It's really well done, and it's like Chris Hemsworth and Liam Hemsworth, and it's like this like
So
huge
the
just
one everyone, the who everyone know.
yeah. But yeah, no, I just wanted to clarify. Sorry, Charlie. But
Is there
like
more of them?
you don't know what's
Yeah,
going
I think
on.
there's one or two more.
You just know like in the trailer, like they're both brothers, and one brother is like after the other. And at the end, like they're like, it's raining and they're on some helipad, and one of them's like, "You know what you did." The other one's like, "We were children." He's like, "It doesn't matter." And then all of a sudden, like I think it's Chris Hemsworth, it's just like, "Charlie bit my finger."
All dramatic.
It was like the movie, like Charlie bit my finger. Aftermath.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh, I'll have to send it to you. It's fucking hilarious. See if I can find it real quick. But anyways, we're live. What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. It's the Nooner Nation, the podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Yeah, it's been a pretty ho hum week. Missed last week. I felt like shit. Feeling better now though, so that's good.
Yeah, finally.
For now, until this week, it went from like the high of 40 toward today was 70. Tomorrow's going to be 80. And then Saturday, it's going to be 40 and raining. So probably going to come back.
It's been getting warmer here. I had to turn on my AC, and I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, no, everything's in bloom here, and there's like pollen everywhere, so I'm having random allergic reactions to touching shit. So it's been really fun.
Wow, I have no allergy issues, and I live in a horrid place.
I'm surprised. Or do you not get like the cedar fever where you're at?
I've never experienced it. I've never really been in Austin, I guess, when that's going on. So I've never had to experience it. But we just have like dirt and crap like that.
Oh, yeah, I
But
know because, yeah, we had a huge storm roll through. And I guess it came like through you guys first. Like all that wind that like Texas and like the Southwest
Oh,
has
that
been
like
getting.
90-mile-an-hour wind we got.
It picked it all up, and then it finally got to like the Midwest, like specifically Iowa, and then it started
yeah,
raining. So the next morning, like my car was just covered in like red dirt. They're like, "Oh yeah, like all the wind in Texas, like it picked up all this dirt and dust from out there, carried it here, and then when it finally started raining, it just dumped it all down. It was disgusting."
mm-hmm. It's fine, and it is legitimately red.
Yeah, it's like this like orangey red. Because I'm used to
Mm-hmm.
like in the spring, like if it rains or something, like having like the yellow pollen shit all over my car.
Oh yeah,
But this was like literally it looked like clay, like red clay dust.
yeah. I don't know if it's. I think it's drier. I don't know if it's actually clay.
It might not be clay, but that's just like what it looked like. It had that like
Like,
reddish orange hue to it.
sorry,
And
I'm thinking like exactly where I'm at because it's part of it, but I'm on what's called the Cap Rock here, and that's why there's so much cotton fields because it's just completely flat. But they're always working that land, and they have to do what's called dust storming um, after they've planted. And I guess like it's just become like a sand, or maybe that's just the area. It's like around La Mesa and coming on up into Lubbock. But then you get off the Cap Rock, and it's a plateau thing, so it's ridges and everything like that. That's legitimately red. That might have clay, but where I'm at is flat as fuck, and there are no trees, so that dust just goes wild.
oh yeah, I bet. I bet that never fucks up your sinuses or anything.
It hasn't now, but I spent every single day outside when I was growing up too, like in the past year, and just constantly outside. So I don't know if that helped me, but I haven't had any issues.
Mm. Yeah, fucked me all up. It was bad.
I mean,
So
granted, I'm not like outside constantly in it. That was the case, probably. But
you're
I
not
have the door open for the cat. And
you're not like Muad'Dib out in the sandstorms looking for worms to
yeah,
ride.
I'm good.
Nisanagaib
Yeah,
I'm all set on
Lisa
in
Ganib.
sandwalking.
Yeah, that's how you
that. All
gotta
right,
travel
you
around where
nerds.
Charlie's at. You gotta like shuffle.
Ah.
That was a dope movie though. Jake, you should try to get in on the third one.
Fuck no, I'm not going to Jordan.
Why not? Jordan's probably fucking awesome.
Oh, it's probably fucking awesome, but I can't afford to go there.
It'd be just for work. You can write it off.
Oh no, they make more out there than you make here.
Do they?
PAs do at least.
There you
Because
go.
they get brought in from the United States, so they get like a stipend. But like even then, you got to pay for your ass to get over there, and I don't even have a passport.
Oh yeah, you need to get a passport.
Like, if they hire you, you have to pay your own way to get there.
Yeah,
But
Huh.
it's not like that for like the actors, is it? Or
no, SAG has them covered.
oh,
You're not in SAG yet? Come on, Jake.
No, I only have 2 vouchers. You need 3.
Oh. We need to find you a third. So
would you join it if you had the chance?
SAG?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay. I didn't know if there was like it's actually shitty or I don't know anything about it.
he's the
I
one
mean, you gotta
person in
pay dues.
he's the one person in film
Yeah.
production who's like, fuck unions.
Aren't you the only one here that's union? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Don't mean I gotta like it. So, don't know. Other than that, I mean, kind of a slow week this week, I think. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of big news, right?
Yeah, no, I kind of turned off the world because the new WWE game came out. So
There's
Nice.
that.
Yeah, I've been getting somehow on my Instagram feed, I always get like stuff from I don't know if it's the new game or a previous one, but it's always like Rhea Ripley like in a bikini, like getting stuffed in
Rhea?
a Rhea, whatever. The hot goth chick. Um getting like stuffed in a corner and body slammed on
Mhm.
that game. So
Oh yeah, she's like in a yellow bikini.
yeah, well I've seen it in many iterations, which just means
Yeah.
my phone's listening to me because I don't ever watch it. Like personally, they must just hear me talking about it with you guys on this show. So don't know,
You're
but
welcome.
I remember having WWF on the Nintendo 64
well,
and
that's
make
the awesome thing. There's a bunch of WWF superstars in this game.
nice. I might have to pick that up. Sounds like fun.
I may have spent over $100 on it, but
Is that how much it was?
I got the Undertaker Deadman version that comes with like all the incarnations of the Undertaker.
Oh,
Oh.
I
That's
fucking love
cool.
Undertaker.
Even like
he is the shit.
like the Undertaker now, like he comes out like drinking a glass of wine and is all chill.
Right.
He might be stoned. You don't know.
I forget his real name.
It's weird when they call him Mark. It's so fucking.
Is
Because
that
oh yeah,
Mark?
that's what it is. Mark
Under-
Calloway or something like that. He's like,
That
I
sounds
think his
about
wife
right.
was saying like he's not Undertaker anymore. He's Mark, and it's just like yeah, he's not his character.
Real name. Let's see. Mark
Well, actually,
Mark Calloway.
Roman was telling me Austin was supposed to be at a show. I don't know which it was. He couldn't show, and Undertaker just happened to be there with his wife and family, and was like, "Hey, man, can you help us out?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." Like he wasn't even there to do anything but be a spectator, and he ended up working. And I was like,
Is that
"That's
when he
pretty
pulled
fun."
up on his bike?
No, I don't think so. I think he just like walked in. He had to have just walked in because he didn't have anything. Like he was like literally there with his wife and 2 kids watching, and they were like,
Not
"Hey
gonna
man,
lie.
saw that you were here.
Not
I
gonna
can just
lie,
imagine being the young producer assistant that's walking up, just be like, Mr. Undertaker,
Mr.
Mr.
Taker.
Calloway,
Maybe. Well, who
so
knows? It could have been Triple H calling him on the phone or something like that, or sending him a message saying like, "Hey, man." Like I
hey
figured it would.
fuckhead, I know you're here.
I wouldn't. I figured it wouldn't be anyone like lowly. They would like want to personally because they've been working together for fucking 35 years, you know. But maybe they can't walk around. But I would think like they would call him and be like, "Hey, get him
We
on the
fucked up.
phone. I need to talk to him."
Yeah, get the Undertaker on the phone. We'll say his.
I see you,
I just looked up his wife, and she is exactly what I thought she would be.
Yeah, she's Michelle
Michelle.
McCool, bro.
Michelle
She's in the game too.
McCool.
She's
Oh,
going in the Hall of Fame.
is
Yeah,
she?
she
Is she like? So did they meet like in the business?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Look at this, young
Mhm.
Mister and Mrs. Undertaker.
Yep.
Wonder what's Stone Cold's wife look like?
I think he's had a few, but she
Oh, has he?
pretty close. I don't think she
There's,
did wrestling or anything like that, but she's blonde.
they're stone cold stunners, that's what they are, Bill.
Yeah.
Ah. Ah.
She looks like she might have done adult film at one point.
So then she was
Like,
probably wrestling. Oh, no.
like I said, stone cold stunner there, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Gotta hit him with the Stone Cold Stunners, which she calls her boobs.
You drank a beer before you drank a beer.
Yeah. Well, anyways. Yeah. Other than Jake spending all his time playing WWE on the Xbox, don't know. Like nothing really happened this week, right?
Well, I think like stupid political stuff, but I don't care to talk about
Yeah.
that.
No, we don't talk about that here.
Baseball season started.
Nah, who cares?
Yeah, that was today.
I can't get. I've tried to get
Um,
into baseball and I can't do it. It's a radio sport.
I thought it would be more of like watching it live.
Yeah, now
I
have
do it
Peter
now.
drinking.
I do like going to baseball games to watch them. But just like most events that I don't care about, like I don't mind going as long as there's alcohol. Then I'll have fun, you know.
Yeah.
But
I went to a Rockies Ranger game, and those people were so fucking boring.
oh yeah,
They're in Colorado. Like, no one was hardly even cheering or like being lively at all. And I was like, is this what it's like? Like, the fans aren't like, granted, it wouldn't be like football because it's not as like, in spurts and exciting,
mm-hmm.
but at least a little bit kind of like that.
Where are the
At least
Rangers
kind
based out of? I know it's Texas, but like are they Dallas?
Arlington,
So
where the right next to
yeah.
the AT&T
Cowboys.
Stadium.
So Dallas adjacent.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dallas, if people are asking.
Huh?
It's one of those things like you say you're from Dallas and people are asking.
If you're from
Well,
Arlington.
I think some people would say Arlington because it's decently well known. Like people say like Arlington, Irving,
Yeah.
Grand Prairie. Like I think it's like when they're from there, they differentiate or they just say I'm from DFW.
We're not one of them people from fucking Dallas. We're from Arlington.
But like Fort Worth and Dallas are very different.
Good lord. Phone keeps blowing up.
Fort Worth is
We did I've been watching season 3 of White Lotus.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, so I think it's good,
show.
but for me, and this is why I watched season 1 of White Lotus with my wife and thought it was like good. But it's the same problem with I didn't watch season 2 because, and this is the same issue I have with season 3 that I have with season 1. It's like such a slow burn. That like I don't have the attention. Like let's go. Like it's HBO. I know this is supposed to be crazy, but like let's turn it up a bit. Like I don't need to see three mid 40s women having cat fights. You know, like
I mean, I get it because it's supposed to represent a full day in an hour. So
it's just like let's go. Like come on. But this last episode was there was some points where I was like, the fuck?
yeah, no, the fuck, yeah, no,
I do
the
like
two
in this season.
fascination scenes were fucking crazy.
Yeah. The I like Parker Posey's character in it.
Oh, she's fucking
Where's
hilarious.
my lorazepam? The one thing I do enjoy about this season is that family that are supposed to be from like the Piedmont area of North Carolina. That is exactly what a rich central North Carolinian family would be like. The wife is hooked on drugs. The husband just like is about money and Duke. And their kids are just like fratty douchebags.
One might be in the closet.
Might be. Don't want to spoil anything for anyone. Also been watching the new season of Righteous Gemstones, which is not bad. I'm glad they're ending it this season because they obviously like I don't know, we watched the newest episode last night and I was like they're starting to lean a little bit too into like the zany writing.
Yeah,
Where in the past there'd be like some zany parts, but now like everything's like this weird zany bit that's like, okay, you're
yeah.
running low
Everyone's
on.
always up to some kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I do like Charlie. Have you ever seen Righteous Gemstones?
No, I have not.
Jake, have you?
Oh yeah, I love Righteous Gemstones.
The character Keith is like one of the funniest characters ever. He's just so weird and like awkward and random. It's like, what the fuck? But we also just finished rewatching Game of Thrones, so now we're trying to figure out what other show we're gonna rewatch.
Watch 1883, 1923.
Yeah, we tried those. First, I don't know what it is. Like they're good, and I know they're good, but I just can't get into it. I think we were talking. I think we're gonna rewatch The Wire.
The Pit's pretty good on HBO.
That's what you said. I haven't. I see it all the time on HBO, and I haven't. I think because we went through the whole fucking Grey's Anatomy thing. Like I'm just not ready for another medical drama.
Yeah, no, this one hits a lot harder than Grey's Anatomy too. So
Are there boobs in it?
yes,
Oh, well then I'll watch it.
I mean, it is HBO.
It is HBO. There's got to be
boobs in
boobs.
everything now. Bill.
Like Righteous Gemstones, they've had a dick in every single episode. Like the new season, like the second episode starts with like Walton Goggins just walking around with his dick out.
Nice.
I fucking love Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins is the shit. Oh, and then I will say also another thing from this new season of White Lotus. They had like one episode with Sam Rockwell in it. And he gives a monologue that is the most insane monologue that I'm like, did he ad lib that? Or did they write this? Either way, if he ad libbed it, like he goes down in history as like one of the greatest improv people ever. Or if it was written, whoever wrote that has a fucked up mind.
Charlie, just look up Sam Rockwell's monologue from White Lotus season 3 and just listen to that.
Oh my god, it is the most insane tirade, but he delivers it like so deadpanned that it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, the first time I watched the episode, I thought he was talking about like being in war or something, and I didn't really listen to it, and I tuned it out. And then I went back and rewatched the episode, and I was like, "What the fuck was he talking about?"
I know that was me too. I think like I took like, cause I think we started that episode pretty late, and I took like a diet smoke gummy, and I was like, I think I just tuned it out, like thinking like, oh, there's gonna be some like super deep monologue that I'm not really interested in hearing right now. And then like 2 days later, I see it on Instagram and listen to it. I was like, how the fuck did I miss this? This is the most insanely written monologue I think I've ever heard on TV, ever. So, but my phone's blowing up with people sending in answers to this week's question, so we'll just get straight to that. It must have been a good one that I thought of because we have like 47 responses, which is a lot.
This is how strongly people feel about it.
Yeah. So the question this week, it really wasn't a question. It was like a fill in the blank. It was, you know, you're getting old when ... So let's dive into these. Oof, got a lot of them. Of course, the first like 5 are the bot ones. So you know you're getting old when being in bed by 8:30 on a Friday night is a treat. Yeah, I mean, I'm typically like on a Friday night, I'll be in bed by 8:39, but I don't go to sleep until like 11.
Right, yeah. And I didn't state if they went to bed
Right, it's just
or
you're
went
in
to
bed.
sleep. It's like just being in bed. Like, unless you have something really fun planned, like, yeah, most of the time, like, you just want to rest from work. You don't want to
I
go
know.
out.
The day's just exhausting. You're just like, I just want to lay down and shut the world off and
Right. It's
watch.
like
And that's
anything I do out there, I can do in my bed.
Right. There's also
shit.
things.
Depending on what I'm doing, I'm probably going to work at 8:30 on a Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. You know you're getting old when you buy and use a nose hair trimmer.
I
I'm guilty of
don't
that.
know.
I finally
I
got
was with
one.
my dad.
Actually, I'll say I've had one for a very long time. I just never used it until kind of recently. I kept thinking like my mustache had like a long hair tickling my nose. And if I looked in the mirror, like, no, I just got this big ass nose hair.
Oh, is it like one of those super hairs too, where it's like a big one?
Yeah, it was like long and it was like coming out one side, like tickling the other side. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
I fucking hate
I got
those.
to take care of this. Like all day, I was like, God.
And I'm all terrified about ear hair now. I noticed that this week. On my
Oh, I
dad,
don't
and I
have
was like, oh
that.
god.
All right, chat, you're gonna have to get muted. You're driving me nuts.
Chat,
Chat.
chat, is this real?
All right. You know you're getting old when they play Avril Lavigne at Kroger.
That was the one that I thought, like, when I start playing the music you grew up listening to at the grocery store.
Yeah.
When you're walking around, you're like, wait, is this My Chemical Romance?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Do, 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 do.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh
like
my
you're just like
gosh.
you're
Singing
trying
Charmed Life, fuck yeah. And they're like, oh no.
you're trying to find like the gallon of milk with the best expiration date, and then like all of a sudden like Rockstar comes on by Nickelback. You're like, what the fuck?
Or Dirty Little Secrets by All American Rejects.
And then you're just fucking like jamming it out at the
Yeah.
grocery store. Like, this isn't so bad being here. And that's how they get you
Mm-hmm.
when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they get you to have fun. It's like, I don't need to go to the club. I heard my favorite music at the grocery store. Oh my God, this is what they're doing.
That's a pretty
guys.
good point because they
And
want
my grocery store has a bar, so you can drink in there.
yeah, that makes a good point because they
They just
want
recreated a club experience for us at grocery store.
they want
HEB is just the club for adults.
they want the
Yeah.
they want the young people out as fast as possible so they don't steal anything. They want the old people out as soon as possible because they're cheap as shit and have a ton of coupons. They just want them out of their fucking store. So they want like people like me, like the mid 30s dude, and they're jamming out buying like shit I don't need just so I can keep listening to the music.
Fucking have semi-charmed life stuck in my head now.
Do. Dude,
It's
I had that fucking song Picture of You stuck in my head for a week.
pictures of you,
Pictures of
pictures of
me
me,
hanging
on
on
the
your wall.
wall for all the world to see. That's all I remember. But yeah, that and I was like, holy shit, that took me right back to fucking 2007. So that's when I was listening to that fucking song.
Yeah. And it like randomly just came in my head one day, and I was like, I can't get it out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
So now I've listened to it so much, I can probably do the whole thing from start to finish.
Now I'm gonna add one that probably someone didn't send in.
What's the song?
You
I
know,
had a song stuck in my head today that was driving me nuts. Oh, fuck. I can't remember what song. It was a Bob Seger song, but like I was like, no, not now. No, I just got over the last song stuck in my head.
On a long, lonely.
A long and lonely highway. No, it wasn't that. Now that's going to be stuck in my head. Turn the page.
I got one that got stuck in your head on a dark desert highway.
Or no, are you thinking of Horse with No Name?
No, on a dark desert highway.
Oh, that's Hotel
Long
California.
in my hair. One smell.
Oh no, it's way worse than that. I just looked it up. It's
That's the Eagles.
it's We've Got Tonight by Bob Seger, which is like a ballad.
Yeah.
I
I
know.
don't know
I
that one.
was like, the fuck no. I will say, Turn the Page. I always go to the Metallica version of Turn the Page. And the funny thing is, I don't even like Metallica, but I do like their version of Turn the Page better. So, Metallica, fuck yeah. All right, next one. You know you're getting old when you're out of touch with young generation slang. Like, who the fuck made up Riz?
Charisma. They're just
Charisma.
doing the Kevin from Office and just shortening
Yeah.
words. Why say many word when you
Yeah.
don't have to?
Why use lot word when few word do?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they're not even saying charisma.
I say that to my wife all the time because, like, every time she tells a story, it's like 45 minutes to explain something that should have taken 30 seconds. And she'll be like,
Riz
why
was
do you look
invented
so
before
annoyed? I
fact.
was like, why use lot word when few word do? She's like, well, I want to make sure you get the whole story. I was like, if I have questions, I'll ask. But what elaboration, I'll ask, right? Like,
What is
just
it?
get to the
I think you
goddamn
gotta
point.
give her the old Dr. Either. Zip it.
Mm-hmm.
Zip it, zip it, zip it. Zip it.
But no, here I am, like 15 minutes into the story. Wait, like, I've already tuned it out, and she finally gets to the point. She's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Yeah, crazy." She's like, "You weren't listening, were you?" Like, no, you could have
You
got to
gotta
the
get the wrap it up sign from
like,
the Chappelle show.
wrap
Wrap it
it
up.
up. No, because then she'll start
Wrap it
using
up, Judge.
she'll start using it on me, and that'll hurt my ego. I can't have that.
Starts playing you off as you're telling work
Mm-hmm.
stories.
I'm just dirty talking her, and she clicks the wrap it up sign. I'm like, what? No.
Wrap it up.
Right. When you realize you're the last generation to grow up before the internet existed.
Or was available to us.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely remember not having super available internet. It was like
So I
something
think
we.
something like the internet was created in like the 60s or maybe even the 40s. So it was like that, but it was like government use or
Yeah.
used in like wars and shit like that.
I mean, even then, the internet wasn't readily available when I was growing up, really either. So
No, I remember like being in elementary school, probably like fourth or fifth grade, and like going to the computer lab and like learning what the internet was.
yeah, no, we didn't get computers and shit till like I was in first or second grade. So
So
I mean, we had them, but we were playing shit like Oregon Trail,
yeah, like you
and
used
they had
it.
like math. They had like those, but they had what was those called? Like those real big floppy disks,
Yeah, the
like
floppy
real
disks.
fucking big ones.
Yeah, the
Oh,
big
the
like
8 track.
4.5 inch like floppy disks. You couldn't touch
They
the
felt
middle.
bigger, but
Yeah,
I was so small.
you couldn't touch the middle of them. You know.
But they, yeah,
Just
they were
felt
like
gigantic.
math games and stuff like. Yeah, I mean, they had computers for a long
Yeah, you
time.
played the one where you're the frog eating up the numbers to solve math questions.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, stuff that spiked my anxiety.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me remember that.
Fuck, I
Minesweeper.
remember doing. My kids don't do it now, but I remember having to take typing classes.
Oh yeah, I had keyboarding in high
Ugh.
school.
Yeah, I had keyboarding in high school, and they put the black mat down over the keyboard,
Yeah, ours was orange.
and you got like tested on how many words per minute you could type.
But we were also the generation of AIM, so it was like so many people were fast as shit.
I'd be like, if you give me 10 numbers on this keyboard, I will type as fast as you want me to, because I know like I hit the 2 5 times. That's an S or whatever it is, you know.
Oh
Oh,
god, yeah,
let's
that kind of
see.
typing.
Yeah, we had to. But that kind of
That's how I
texting back in the day, like I could do it like without looking at my phone. I just knew like.
Yeah, you just fill the like braille on the.
Yeah, they all had braille on them. I had this like super sweet phone that opened like this. Like, oh, you didn't see that? It went.
That was the juke, right?
No, it wasn't the Juke. It came out before the Juke. It was still like the green and black LCD screen. The screen was like in the middle, and the only reason I got it was I saw Tiffany Thiessen's character had it, and on the show on Fox, it only lasted a season called Fastlane, but it was like the dopest fucking show ever about like undercover cops. And I was like, that's the coolest phone ever. And my dad like bought one on eBay, but it didn't come.
Aw.
But like he bought it for me because that's back when all you had to do was like just pull your SIM card out and put it in your new phone.
Yeah.
But I don't know where he got it from. There's no battery door, so then I had to go back on eBay and like buy a battery door for it.
Oh yeah.
Back in those days when you dropped your phone too hard and your battery flew out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can't take the battery out of this thing, though I wish I could sometimes.
Remember they had the little red sticker too, and like by the battery you could
Yeah.
tell if you dropped it in water or not.
Yeah. Gotta throw it in a bucket of rice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had like that was a dope phone. I want that back.
I had the Crazer, and then the Razor 2.
Oh, see, I had a razor, and I think I've told the story on the show before. Like razors were like hit or miss. Like half of them were like the cheapest, like break all the time, and then some of them you couldn't destroy. I got pissed
Mhm.
off and threw like I was probably I don't know 18 or 19, and got mad at like an ex-girlfriend that I was on the phone with, and literally chucked it through drywall.
Oh shit.
And I like got it out of the stud through the hole I just made. Still worked. It's great. It was the red one. U2
Yeah,
is
no,
like
my mom had a red one.
mine was like the
And, like, that thing
U2
lasted, like,
like
16
AIDS
years.
awareness red one, which I didn't give a shit about that. Like I just thought it was red and cool. So
Yeah. Red.
it was red.
My boss had one of those. She was a big U2 fan though.
I like U2. I mean Bono's kind of a piece of shit. And their bass guitarist is like 70 and still calling himself The Edge.
The Edge. Why would you change it? That's what everyone knows him as. That's
The
what everyone's
Edge.
gonna call him, no matter what.
The only time I ever like now, and maybe this is like
People still
me,
call Dwayne Johnson the Rock. And
maybe
will
this is me
forever.
getting older. I'm wondering is like, or like The Rock, like does The Edge, like does his like American Express say like The Edge on it?
I highly doubt it.
Because I feel like The Rock is somebody famous enough. If he really wanted to, he can get like a black Amex that just says The Rock.
I mean, Jeffree Star legally changed his name to Jeffree Star, so
Yeah, but that's like an actual
It's a
name.
legal name change, though.
That's an actual name. Like I don't
That's
think
what I'm
Dwayne
thinking. Like,
Johnson
probably not.
changed
I'm
his
sure
name to
they
The
use their
Rock.
government names because they have to verify it's you through your social security number and your driver's
Right.
license,
Which, speaking
shit
of
like
that,
that.
did you know? It just reminded me of this. I saw this clip like years ago on like maybe it was a Conan or something. Did you know that Michael Keaton's real name is Michael Douglas?
yeah.
Oh yeah, but he had to change it
He had to
because
change it
Michael
because of
Douglas
like
had it.
SAG or whatever, or
Yeah,
And
the
no, it's just he
Film
didn't have
Actors
the same
Guild.
name.
So like, but he's trying to like go back to being Michael Douglas. He was like telling a story about how like he was in an airport and he like for just like not for work, like he was like just traveling for vacation or privately. So he had his like the car picking him up. He listed as Michael Douglas. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's me." And he's like, the guy's like, "No, man, you're Michael Keaton." He's like, "My real name's Michael Douglas." He had to like show him his like driver's license. So,
Yeah.
all right. You know you're getting old when you say, "Oof, I'm going to get good sleep tonight after any kind of physical activity." I know that one. Yeah.
I mean, that works your entire life, but
Yeah.
I guess saying it out loud.
Yeah, but when you're like 25, like you can go like run a 5K or something and just be like, "I'm ready to party." Woo! Now like the sheer thought of
Yeah, and you're
running a
gonna sleep really well that night
the
when
sheer
you do
thought of
finally
running a
have it.
5K like makes me just want to go take a nap. So, all right. You know you're getting old when you watch old Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network shows and think, how many and what drugs were these writers and creators on?
Oh, they were fucking
Oh,
zonked out of their
yeah.
minds.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm not like a super sheltering parent, but looking back, I was like, I will never let my kids watch fucking Ren and Stimpy.
I wouldn't even say SpongeBob. The parents, or not even the parents, the writers and animators were probably on fucking acid all day. They admitted to smoking weed all day, so I could just imagine what else they were doing.
So,
I mean, even Rugrats had some pretty weird imagery,
oh,
but
yeah.
we freaking loved it.
Yeah, and
Rugrats is
is
fucking
there like
awesome.
an episode of Rugrats where like the grandpa's watching him? He's like, "All right, kids, like I'm gonna go upstairs and watch my movie," and like the like holds up a VHS tape, and it's like
Porn.
it's like Girls of Spring Break or something like that,
I think it was
I've
like
never seen
alien
that.
vixens.
They
something
didn't
like
put
that.
that much detail into like the background though, so it could have just been like two girls on the
No, there was
cover.
I remember there was a title on it. I think maybe like Jake's right. It was like Alien Vixens 3 or something like that. A very pornish title for the early 90s, you know.
Well, let me Google it. Now I'm curious.
I mean, the guy who drew the Little Mermaid box got in trouble and fired from Disney because he put a dick on
Put a dick on it. Yeah.
Not just it was all over the castle.
it. He was an integral part of the castle.
Well, and then the they try to come out and say the priest didn't have a heart on. It was just drawn weird, and it was just like that dude got a boner. That's not drawn weird.
That
That's
person
drawn
got a
exactly
dick.
like he has a boner. So yeah.
You know you're getting old when.
Oh my gosh, Jake, you are right. It came right up. The space vixens.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a picture. Oh no, he says it. I rented you
Even
boys a
worse.
meeting. Reptar come home and Reptar redo. And my personal favorite, Lonely Space Vixens. That's for after you go to bed. Wow.
Grandpa's gonna go jerk off.
Yeah.
So
Grandpa's gonna get nasty.
this is only like a little bit of the picture. I don't know if it shows more in like the actual video, but it does show at least like one little green
Yeah.
alien woman on the cover. But yeah,
Grandpa Pickles is a freak.
he straight up says, "Lonely Space Vixens. That's for me after you go to bed."
Hey, it was before he met Lulu, all right?
Yeah. All right. You know you're getting old when it feels like spinning the Price is Right wheel when selecting your year of birth online.
Oh my gosh. That's a good
That
one.
is just nope. I'm
I
down
I
here.
know, it makes it feel so dramatic.
Like I'm down here. I'm way down here. Like okay.
And then you like over scroll and you're in the 50s. Fuck!
God damn it.
Just fucking grabbing him.
We all grew up with DARE programs in school, and 100% of us did not stay free from drugs.
Look, it was the government.
The government. What's
Always the
really
government.
funny, I remember this vividly. A really good friend of mine that I've known forever. We were in fifth grade, and we had like DARE classes. You know, they're probably like 15 minutes or something. But one time, like a police officer came in, and this kid got up. I'll say, like, his name, we called him Mac. That's not a real name. But we called him Mac. He's like, oh, Mac, you come up here. He's like, hey, Mac, you want to try some of this Chakawana? Like, and he had like a piece of chalk, you know? He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. He's like, are you sure? Like, it's really awesome. It's going to make you feel great. He's like, no, I'm okay. He's like, man, this Chakawana is going to make you feel the best you've ever felt in your life. And he's just, in fifth grade, this kid that I'm friends with to this day just goes, well, that sounds cool. Give it here.
I was like the episode of American Dad where he becomes like a crack addict and then he can't get any crack. And a homeless guy comes up to him. You want to try some Jankum? Then he goes home to rob his own home. And the homeless guy gets stabbed.
I haven't seen that episode.
Speaking of DARE, funny enough, the officer who taught DARE to us in fifth grade smokes weed now.
Now,
I don't know if she did back then, but I know she smokes weed now.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's been something she's done her whole life. Not like, the entire time, but like off and on throughout her life since she was a kid. But you grow up and you tell kids not to do it. And then it's also a job.
Yeah.
So.
All right. You know you're old when your favorite songs from high school are now on the Classics channel on XM.
Gross.
Kind of goes back
That's why I
to
got rid of XM.
yeah, I know. I listen to like Pop 2K on XM, and it's like, oh, here's a good one, and I'm like, oh, this song still slaps, and when it throws the year beside it, I was like, oh, 01. No way, this is all 01. I'm like, fuck, goddamn, I'm old. Speaking of being old, I thought about this during this question that I was posting. I listened to the song or heard it, I guess, for the first time last weekend. I did not know that Pink Pony Club was so catchy.
Oh, it's so fucking catchy.
I'm really surprised you haven't seen anything.
I don't.
on there.
I don't listen to radio. Like I don't listen
Well,
to.
no, I heard. I mean, at least like the chorus, just from social media posts. Like it was, they put it fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how I avoided it, but like I heard, I was like, "Oh, this is that Pink Pony Club song by like Chapel Roan."
Oh no, she's really good at writing. It's catchy ass.
I was like, I fucking hate it, but I love it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate it so much you love it.
I know. It's like a marriage. You know you're old when you can't get in or out of a chair without some kind of small groan. I'm guilty of that for sure. Every time I sit down, like, getting up.
Every time I stand up, it's like, oh.
Or when you sit down.
Yeah, it's always
I sit
for
down, it's
me.
like,
It's more of a sit down. It's like a slow like release when like, okay, I think I'm close enough now. I just drop. It's like,
You start liking firmer chairs than
mm-hmm.
soft, which I don't know if that'll ever be true for me. I like the softest thing
No,
imaginable.
see, I enjoy like sinking in. Like,
yeah, like that. Like,
but when I have to get
but I
out,
like
I'm
a
like, God
slow.
damn this thing! Like, fucking Christ.
I don't know. I don't have an issue with
Oh
that,
yeah,
but I also have
my
really
favorite
short
chairs
legs,
in the
so I'm like
corner.
already like I just roll off.
My favorite chairs in the corner over here, and I refuse to get in it. But I also now refuse, or I refuse to get rid of it. But now I refuse to get in it because I know, like, once I'm in it, like, I'm there. Because I don't have the effort to get out of the fucking thing.
No.
Just leave me to die in that chair. It's from IKEA. It's fucking super comfortable. All right. You know you're getting older when, or you're getting old when getting a new air fryer is as exciting as getting a new PS5.
I mean, you know what's more exciting than a new air fryer? Finding out they have fucking disposable liners for them.
Oh, dude. When I found out that they make liners for crock pots, I bought like 10 boxes of them.
I was about to say, I wonder if it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh no, the air fryers are like a parchment paper
Mm.
basket thing. They're pretty fucking awesome.
I'm going to have to look into this because I hate cleaning my air fryer.
I do too. That's why I fucking bought
Despite
them.
the fact it's not that hard to clean. I'm just like, oh, god damn, clean air fryer. Just made some air fried dino nuggets. Now I gotta clean it. Fuck this.
I just have an iron skillet.
We're getting Charlie.
R.I.P. George Foreman.
We're getting Charlie an air fryer, changing her life.
No, I will not use it.
I mean, if you don't want to live, to the best life, then don't use it, I guess. But
Yeah, I wasn't saying I have a skillet. It's like, oh, I'm missing out. It's like, no. I'm eating way, way tastier food with my skillet.
fair. The only thing I really eat out of my air fryer, legitimately, is dino nuggets.
Can you make taquitos in your skillet, Charlie?
Yeah, I don't eat that shit, so it doesn't matter.
You know you're getting older when you get used to life not meeting expectations and just roll with the punches.
I mean,
Fair. All right. You know you're getting older when emo music is now considered classic rock.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, I
ew.
swear to God, the first time I'm on a classic rock station and they play Welcome to the Black Parade, I'm turning it
You hear
off.
the
Ding,
do,
ding.
do, do,
Have you ever seen?
do, do.
I saw it like a couple times. It might have been even on TikTok back when I was on TikTok, but it was like how to ruin a millennial's day. And like some guy walks in, he's like, "Oh, like, hey man, what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, like just working on this report." And he's like, it's like a point of view thing. The guy turned up, he's like, "No, don't do it." And the camera pans down. There's like a guy got like a keyboard, and he's just like, "Ding," and it flashes back up, and the dude's like got the whole emo shit going on. He's like, "Now I can't get anything done for the rest of the day." And then the whole like it's like it keeps going. It's like some guy's like cooking dinner. He's like, "No, don't do it." It's like, ding, ding, and then he turns like he's got the whole Black Parade shit on. He's like, "God damn it! I was making dinner. Now I can't do anything." I will say that is one song that like if I was somewhere and somebody just like tapped a piano, the right piano key, I would probably be like, "When I was a young
G
boy."
sharp.
Is it G sharp? Ding.
What's a G flat now? Because Gerard's older, but
Oh, okay. You know you're getting older when You have to make your own doctor's appointments.
What fucking child said that?
To be fair, if I have to make my own doctor's appointment, I'm not going to make it.
That's ridiculous.
I know it's ridiculous. Maybe it's like an old guy thing. Like I won't. I'm like, nah. My wife has to do it for me. I was like, I don't want to call. I don't want to set it up. I'm fine.
That's
I'll be
gross.
fine. Leave me to die.
See, I have my chart, and I wish I could just like schedule in-person visits in it, but they only let me do video.
Yeah. Fucking my chart. I've got my chart too.
Fucking
How do you know you're
insurance
getting
money's
old? You
really
have the
crap.
My Chart app on your fucking phone.
My chart next to your Apple Health app and everything.
Yep. My Chart is an app that where when you go to the doctor, they send the whole like all the updates and stuff to your
Yeah,
app
no,
on
that's
your
the
phone.
reason why your health insurance is so fucking expensive because they pay for Epic's HQ. Look it up. Like, look up
Mm.
their fucking home office. It's
Health
fucking
insurance is
crazy.
so expensive because now insurance will charge you $1,500 for an ibuprofen, or I guess your doctor will charge your insurance $1,500 for an ibuprofen. But it's another topic for another day. Let's move on. You know you're getting old when a simple night out with your friends takes 3 days to recover from.
Maybe you need to drink more.
Or
So you get over that shit.
maybe
You're not
that
like
is
That
that
you don't
is
have
the
a
cure,
hangover
by the
hard.
way. Now, like if I don't go out a whole lot anymore like that, but if I do and I wake up feeling like shit the next morning, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a drink and we're gonna punt this hangover till tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, but I get it. You know you're getting old when you don't care how stupid your UGG slippers look. They're fucking comfortable.
for me, it's doing laundry in my Crocs.
I feel
You
like
didn't get over that in like 2005 when they got really popular.
I feel like Crocs are like the new thing now. Would be like slip in Crocs for Uggs.
Well, Uggs are they definitely made a comeback because they came out with like platforms.
I was
And
gonna
that was
say Uggs are pretty popular.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Uggs have never gone out of
Yeah,
style,
thanks Tom
especially when it's
Brady.
cold.
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
they've evolved.
Well, yeah, but that's any place if they
Except for
and
fucking Crocs.
but well, and like Doc Martens, but they still have the old school Uggs too. Like guaranteed, people still buy those and wear them.
Oh yeah, they're still stylish.
And yeah, like I've never been embarrassed of my Uggs before. It's like they. That's also I don't know.
All right, so
Yeah. No, there's no reason to be embarrassed.
you know you're getting old
You're
when
fucking right.
all things you worried about when you were younger aren't as bad as the things you worry about now.
Truth serum, quicksand,
Yeah,
Russian
quicksand.
Empire.
Oh yeah.
I feel like your credit score as an adult is the new quicksand. You know, it's what you worry about all the fucking time. I thought quicksand was going to be a much bigger problem in my life. I've never ran into it. So,
I've
Yeah,
been
it
in
doesn't
it once,
really
and it
exist.
wasn't what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
you know, you're getting old when this one's good because I do this and I recognize I do. And I'm like, fucking Christ. You turn down the music when looking for the address you've driven to.
Well, I mean, yeah, if the song's loud enough, your brain's gonna be registering what
I
it's
know, but you're
hearing.
like, okay, like it says it's on the left. Hold on, let me turn this down.
Yeah,
We're
turn some
400
down.
feet away. I
Yeah,
got
you
to
gotta
turn the music
concentrate.
down and find the address.
Yeah, yeah.
But back in the day, you'd roll up with like, you know, if it was me rolling up in my fucking Camaro. Like, oh, here's the address with like fucking probably Young Jeezy or Akon or something blaring, just rattling doors off.
Womp, womp, womp.
I'm here. No, don't turn the music down. How are they gonna know I'm here, and how are they gonna know I have dope tasted music? If fucking what's the Jeezy song I'm thinking of right now that I used to love?
I
Put
was
on
thinking of
for
that clip.
if put on for my city isn't blaring out of my car, then I'm not
Oh
gonna be cool.
gosh.
I put
I was
on
picturing
for
that
my
clip from My
city,
600 Pound Life.
for my city.
Yeah.
One guy pulling up with the shitty car rattling with the music.
Bonk. Yep.
Mm,
Wah, wah,
mm.
wah.
Everything's rattling.
Hmm.
You know you're getting old when you have no clue what the fuck your kids are saying. Yeah, I get that one. It goes back to that one we had earlier with the Riz. My kids say stuff. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, well, I don't know either, man. Like you're just saying words at me, and they don't make any sense. When 10 years ago to you seems like 2 years ago.
God, yeah.
I get
But I
that
feel
one
like
a
everyone
lot.
after COVID, like I even said this summer today, like after COVID, like time still feels fucked.
Oh yeah, it's totally
Things before
fucked.
that felt a little bit normal. Like 6 years was like, oh fuck, yeah, man, that's been a
It's
while. But now it's like, oh yeah,
2005.
2019.
2019 in my mind was 2 years ago.
You know, I feel like
Yeah.
I was just 17 like 3 years ago, but it was 10 years ago, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, Jake, you're a baby. You haven't had 30 yet? Come on.
My body feels it.
But you're 27. You can rent your own fucking car now.
I've been able to rent my own fucking car for a few years.
Not
Just don't
last
like
time we
it.
hung out.
Yeah, I
Which
could
also, that feels like it was 2 years ago, and it was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was 3.
Jake's
Maybe
like, yeah,
4.
I couldn't rent a car. And I was like, oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it'd be 25.
yeah. I was turning 20,
I think you had just
24.
turned 24.
No, I turned 24 that weekend.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I think your birthday's really close to mine. Mine's February 9th, which
Yeah, mine's
always,
the 15th.
yeah, mine always falls like right on Super Bowl. Now that they've added the extra game to the regular season, so yeah. So I had just turned. How long ago was that? 4 years ago? Was it
3.
3 years ago? Was
2022.
2022? So I had just turned 34. So when you care less about what the actual job is and more about its benefits and the amount of PTO you get.
Mm.
I mean,
Fair.
the older you get, the more I think about retirement. So,
Hmm.
like, yeah.
Hmm.
What is retirement?
It doesn't exist for us anymore, buddy.
Yeah, no, I was like, I don't think we were even taught the concept of that because they knew we were never gonna get there.
No.
I
Yeah, that's
know.
over with. You know you're getting old when you spend your evenings in bed watching HGTV. I
I did
totally
that when
do
I was
that.
like 12.
I totally do that. Like me and my wife will watch like fixing up shows or like beachfront bargain hunt. We're like, oh, we should totally get a house on the beach if we can get like that for that money. Like,
I used to like to get really high in high school and watch the shows of them touring the like crazy cabins by like lakefronts and shit.
mm-hmm.
That was my shit.
My favorite's always been we'll watch like House Hunters Hawaii, and it's like, the guy's like, I catalog species of butterflies for the government, and my wife's like a work from home nurse. Our our budget is $1.9 million. And they're like,
I
oh,
mean,
this one's just over budget, but it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, beachfront, and it has a window unit AC. But look
And you
at
shit
that,
in a bucket.
and look at that view. as like the lava is like flowing down the side of the hill. It's like, no, thank you. All right, we'll do a couple. We're not gonna get through all these tonight, but we'll do like two more and call it. So, you're getting old when getting a massage from your partner is less about being sexual and more about relieving your decaying body just enough to be able to continue on for another day.
I just need to find someone who can walk on my back.
You need to
I
find a
don't
little Asian
understand
girl.
massages being sexual in the first place, but
Mm,
I mean, it's like, no, this is relaxing time. Like, I don't want to do something vigorous and, like a workout after I have massage. Like, I'd rather have the massage afterwards than before.
mm.
Gonna
Well, I
especially
mean, I
because
can
I like
see it.
deep
Like
tissue, so
my
it's like,
wife wants me to give her massages. She's typically like, "Oh, I'll just take my clothes off." I'm like, okay. Get your hands all over.
Yeah, it's
Me,
understandable for you to want to fuck, but not for them. They're like, I'm relaxing.
don't make me question my relationship with my wife, Charlie. Okay. I'm assuming when she asks for a massage, it means she wants to have sex. Okay. Not to be relaxed. I have to go question my whole marriage.
just go watch the White Lotus and question
This
his
is
marriage.
personal for me then.
I know.
But I'm like, no, I don't know.
I personally, I don't like massages at all,
Uh,
unless I really fuck something up that needs to get worked on. Like I can't do like casual massages. It's there's something about me. It's awkward. I don't like it. I fucking hate it the whole time. I can't relax.
right.
Like I'm like, no, like you don't want to rub my body. Like I'm paying you to do it. Like, and the same thing, like, crazy enough, it's the same thing with like haircuts. That's why I keep going to the same person for the last like 4 years, and it's expensive as fuck. But I know her. Like I don't have to do the weird small talk. I'm comfortable, like as comfortable as I can be. I still get really uncomfortable, especially like when she's washing my hair and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. There's something weird about like you don't want to be doing this. I'm paying you to do it, like so it makes me feel uncomfortable.
I mean, they want to do it because they went to school for it.
I understand it. It's
Especially with
been
the
Charlie. It
barbershop.
has been explained to me. I still can't do it. Same thing with like waitresses. I am probably the even if the service is shit, I'm still like the nicest person ever to like servers and hostesses at restaurants just
Yeah.
cuz I'm like I just can't I'm too uncomfortable having people do things for me that I can do myself. Like it freaks me out. I don't know what that is. There's probably a name for it. I'm sure Womb Raider's gonna send me some kind of fucking subreddit for this.
It's gonna be some weird fucking one.
I know. Like, all right, we'll do this one and one more. But your old win. You stop jerking off halfway through because you're too dead inside to keep going.
Or you just get like dehydrated halfway through.
Or just
It's
like
just taking too long. And you
you're just like, fuck this. I'm just gonna go lay down.
Your mouth gets dry.
Mhm.
Your
I think
toes
we've
get
all done
cold.
it at that point, though. Like, I think that a lot of people can relate to that.
You're just like, fuck. I
I'm
know.
like, oh,
I can relate to it. I've been there. I've been like, I'm horny. Like, start going at it, and then like, a couple minutes in, you're like, "Ugh, I don't even feel like doing this right now. Fuck this.
mm-hmm.
You're just like hard. You're just kind of like, oh,
Like, I don't have time for this bullshit.
hey,
All right, one more.
heard Freddy.
Yeah, he just finally came in the door.
You're eager. Your old win. You're eagerly awaiting the next documentary on Netflix to come out.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I know there's supposed to be one on. I can't remember what streaming channel it is we have. It's like Netflix or maybe it's HBO. It's about essentially it's like a documentary, but about like Zero Dark 30, about like how they found and caught, killed Osama bin Laden.
Oh yeah.
My wife, like yesterday, was like, "It's been saying coming soon for 4 weeks. When is this shit coming out?" I'm like, "Babe, you're white girling about your fucking documentaries right now. Chill."
I mean, I got one for you guys here in a couple weeks. It's not a documentary, but it's called Ransom Canyon.
Oh, nice. When do we get to see? When do we get to see? Like One Night in Austin or whatever it is.
It's already out. It's on
A
YouTube.
year ago.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. Why didn't you tell me? God damn it! I gotta watch
He
that.
shared it all over his like social medias, man.
I don't. I love you guys, but I don't pay attention to anything anymore. Unless Jake was wearing like a G-string and shaking his ass promoting it, I don't pay attention.
Oh.
I really don't.
Is that how I'm gonna have to promote the documentary?
It might help. I don't know. It's on YouTube. It's called, was it One Night,
Midnight in Old Austin.
Midnight in Old Austin?
I'll send you the link.
Hold on.
So guys,
Is
I
it?
don't know if y'all ever actually seen the size of Freddy.
Yeah.
Look at that boy. Look at that boy.
Freddy's the size of a rolled up rug.
Did you hear that, Mister?
I fully prepare, Charlie.
Bigger than a small
if
child.
I ever meet Freddy, he's like, "Oh, size of a rolled up rug, huh?" And you're gonna like lay on my face and be like, "Oh, what's this rolled up rug doing to you now, bitch?"
Nah.
All right, one more. We'll do one more. That was a bad
Okay.
one. You know you're old when, while performing routine household maintenance. God damn it. While performing routine household maintenance, you misplace a portion of your thumb.
I mean, my dad did his thumb and his index finger.
Oof.
Fair. Fair. That wasn't because I was old. That was because I decided to. Me and my wife went out the night before. I was doing drywall. Woke up feeling like shit. And like we talked about earlier, I was like, I feel like shit. I should do like a shot of Fireball. And a shot of Fireball turned into like 4 shots of Fireball. And I wasn't paying attention and sliced the tip of my fucking thumb off. So.
Hey, sometimes it jumps and parts of you go missing.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, that was fun. We've got we got a lot left. So maybe we'll start the next episode and finish this before we do the next one. But I'm tired as fuck. My kids had their first ever sleepover with friends last weekend. And it was great. Like it was my oldest son. It was like some hockey kids, like 2 brothers. Super polite, super nice. I'm still recovering from it though. I think it was like the first time.
Having that many kids in your house, or what?
Well, no, I think it was like my first time as a parent, like actually having to care for other kids throughout the night. Like it was one of those things like I fell asleep, but then like every noise I'd wake up is like, is everything okay? Do the kids need something? Is everything good? Because I remember like the age they were at, I remember going to sleepovers for the first time at friends' houses, and it always hit or miss. Like sometimes it worked out well, sometimes like I'd wake up in the middle of the night and like have to have my parents come get me kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like I just wanted to be like the alert like parent, maybe that's a sign of me getting old. I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
Like every noise, I was like, are the boys okay? Is everything okay? Like run in and go check on them. Like, okay. And like one of them was sleeping on like an air mattress. So I kept checking to make sure the air mattress had air in it and shit.
Aww.
So I'm fucking smoked.
I mean, at that age, we were at sleepovers. We were watching South Park and Ren and Stimpy. So.
when I was that age, so like third grade, I don't know if it was third grade specifically, but it was pretty close to when South Park started. So, but now, like, can you imagine if I let a bunch of third graders watch South Park? I'd be arrested immediately. So,
I mean, no one allowed us to watch it. But we were
oh no,
watching
the parents are like, oh yeah, like South Park, just watch it, it's funny.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has different parenting styles.
They do. Well, that's the thing now. Like, your parenting style doesn't match up with their parenting style. I get sued for like delinquency of a minor or something. Be like, what? Like, my dad rented me Species when I was in fifth grade.
it. I watched Kids when I was 12. What the fuck?
I didn't see Kids until I was probably like 19. That movie's fucked up.
I've never heard of this.
The movie Kids? Oh, it was like Rosario
Same director as
Dawson's first
Gumo?
movie. Oh, it's like it literally it's about like following like literal kids around like New York City for a day. When I say kids, they're like probably, what do you think, Jake? They're probably like 14, 15?
I was gonna say yeah, like 14, 15, 16. I think the
You said
oldest
it's
is
like
maybe
an
like
actual.
17.
No, it's a movie. Like it's a
It's
dramatized
scripted, yeah.
movie. It's
Oh,
scripted.
okay.
But like it's done very like guerrilla style, like very gritty and camera-ish, but it's a fucked up movie. They all get AIDS
Truly,
at
but
the end.
really
But
fucked up.
yeah, that's a whoever wrote that movie, I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. You have a dark, dark mind. Or you grew up like these kids and your life just fucking sucked. But sorry, like yeah, like a 14-year-old Rosario Dawson's in it, talking about like how many times she's had anal with a social worker. Not with like anal with us. She's talking to a social worker.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was
Huh.
like, oh, wow. Okay. Uh,
Who else is in that, Jake? I know the other blonde chick is like been in things, right?
Let me look it up real quick.
Let's see,
'Cause it
kid.
sounds like the cast went on to be pretty successful.
Oh, it's Chloe Servini. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Savini, something like
Savini.
that.
This chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's in it. Rosario Dawson. You should. Well, I have a
Yeah, I
hard.
can't even recommend that movie. It's
I have a
so
hard time
fucked up.
recommending you watching that movie because at the end of it, you just want to like take a shower and cry. Kind of like Requiem for a Dream.
I'm all good on that.
Have you ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
No, I mean, I've seen like snippets of it.
Oh man, talk
That
about a
movie's so
movie that
fucked
just
up.
makes you feel gross for watching it. You're like, oh
Like, I know
god.
he has like a heroin addiction.
Jared
I mean,
Leto, yeah, and Jennifer Connelly is like double donging some chick in front of a bunch of Chinese businessmen.
I had to find out like what they were using for some of the scenes to feel better about watching it, just because it's that fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a fucked up movie. Both of them are. But anyways, way to end on a dark note. But if you haven't seen Kids, don't watch it. If you haven't seen Requiem for a
No.
Dream, don't watch it. Or do if you're a glutton for punishment. And I'm sure Womb Raider probably like jerks off to both those movies. So it's a joke, Womb. Calm down. But anyways, it's been the Neuter Nation. Like, subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes, go to Spotify, leave a 5-star. I gotta get off of here and get caught up on the new season of 911. So, for Jake, for Charlie, I am Bill. Love you guys. Good night.